welcome back to Atreyu News. Canada sides with US on refugees, wants to know more. Yeah, this after the major influx of illegal immigration after Trump's executive order first time went through. Canada probably had I think it was like 5 or 6 thousand people try to flood their border illegally. Canada and the United States will be working together to find out more about the recent influx of would-be refugees into Canada. Well, that's good news. Perhaps there's more strength in the north than I realized. ABCnews.go.com reports Canada's public safety minister said Friday after meeting with the U.S. Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly that both countries have resolved to gather hard facts about a recent influx on would-be refugees into Canada. Ralph Goodale told reporters that the critical thing is to make sure officials develop a complete and detailed picture on both sides of the border about what is happening. Well, it's quite simple, really. The people who wanted to live in the United States illegally are now trying to do it in Canada. Emergency responders and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police are struggling to deal with the people crossing the undefended border between Emerson, Manitoba and Pembina, North Dakota, in harsh winter weather. Who are the people who are involved in this migration? Where did their journey begin from? Goodale said at a news conference. How long have they been in or transitioning through the United States? Well, very important questions to ask. Perhaps the Canadians will find that out shortly. Let America be a lesson to the Canadians. GOP healthcare bill just got some very good news. Look at Paul Ryan. He's like, hey. The Hill reported America's second largest health insurer voiced its support for the Obamacare repeal and replacement bill proposed by GOP House leader in a letter to lawmakers this week. Anthem is urging lawmakers to launch the Obamacare repeal process as quickly as possible, Politico reported Friday. Addresses the challenges immediately facing the individual market and will ensure more affordable health plan choices for consumers in short term. Anthem CEO Joseph Swedish wrote to the chairman of the House Energy and Commerce and Ways and Means Committee Thursday, the same day both panels advanced their repeal legislation. These provisions are essential and must be finalized quickly to have the intended impact on the products and prices of benefit consumers, he added, citing the bill's repeal of Obamacare's health insurance tax credits for consumers of the Obamacare exchange, and temporarily keeping the law's cost-sharing subsidies. Look what the White House intruder told the Secret Service before he was arrested. According to the reports, the man who was arrested after scaling the White House fence reportedly told the Secret Service that he was a friend of President Trump and had an appointment. WSJ reported an intruder was arrested late Friday after scaling a fence protecting the east side of the White House and proceeding to the south grounds, the U.S. Secret Service said in a statement. The incident happened at 11:38 p.m. Eastern, the agency said, when the intruder breached the outer perimeter fence near the U.S. Treasury Building and East Executive Avenue. President Donald Trump was at home at the time. A Secret Service office was standing guard on the south grounds of the White House when he saw the suspect, Jonathan Tran, approach, according to the incident report and information from the Washington, D.C. police. The officer asked to see the identification of Mr. Tran, and Mr. Tran began to walk away. The incident report said, asked if he held a pass needed to be on the White House grounds, Mr. Tran said no. No, I am a friend of the president. I have an appointment. The report shows when the officer asked how Mr. Tran had arrived, he said, I jumped the fence. That's funny as hell. What an idiot.